turn all the way, but I still want to see your elbow, like there's a light on your elbow, and that light's shining at the ball still. So when I go into my unit turn here, okay, you can still see my elbow. I just don't want him to like have the elbow go behind. So when you keep the left hand on the racket, that long, still make sure you're pushing it somewhat away to the outside. I mean, not like that, but I don't want to see your elbow disappear. I still should be able to see it, but I want a major league shoulder. Yeah, I want a major league shoulder turn with the left. That's very good. That's good. That's good stuff. Good. Way to pull and then turn it over. Nice. And the more I like that, especially when you're wide, you got to play over. Push on that right leg. Big turn. You got to really load up. You want to get the power. Remember, even though we're talking like the mechanics of the arm mechanics, the power starts from the ground. You always initiate with the ground first, and then your hips turn, and the shoulder. Then you're going to get into the stuff I've shown you. But everything starts from the ground, so you got to initiate, with a major league knee bend. Ready? Keep your left hand on the racket. Put it on there. Yeah. And here's a great exercise, and when you should be doing this at home, 25 times a day. You can stand like this and just go. See, when you don't move your feet, you stand like this and just do that, you just feel a big stretch. But when the kids turn sideways and they feel like you don't feel it as much. So but you make sure it's up. You'll feel what it's like to really make a unit turn by keeping your feet this way. It's just a real good exercise to feel what it feels like. All these guys, when they take the racket back, the best players, they feel a stretch in the upper body. They're not like this. There's a stretch. They feel something there. Coming at you. Good try. Keep your left hand on the racket. See, I want to see your left hand back farther. Pull it back. Pull it. But make sure the elbow is still at me. I want to be able to see the elbow. Great. And I want your strings that way. Yeah, I don't want you to go like this. I don't want his racket to be going that way. Your string should be towards the side fence. Ready? Stretch it back. Now, let me explain this about the elbow. Hold on. You don't want to have your arm straight. What I mean by this, you're still going to be, there's still an angle here. Because you got to come out of this, okay, and create motion. You don't want to be just like, okay? Let me clarify that. Here we go. So what you're thinking of, keep the left hand on the racket longer. I want your elbow still on this side of the body. Okay, elbow on this side of the body. A better load on your right leg. Other than that, I can tell you practice so much better. Great technique. That was awesome. You're in the game. Good. And you gotta know. You have to know and feel the left shoulder stretched in the preparation phase. Every time. The only time, maybe if you're really wide, you wouldn't turn as far. And when you're running forward, obviously you wouldn't do it. But bread and butter from the baseline all the time. Yeah, you just load it up. Take it cross court. Good job. I like the discipline. You've done a lot of work on this. I can tell you guys have done a lot of work. Much shorter, you're on the hitting side, you're in the neighborhood. Nice. Good. And one thing I want to clarify, because I know the whole lesson has come back to me. Believe me, I've seen like 1,000 kids probably sit. Move your feet and hit on the rise because you want to, or because you have to. Don't hit on the rise because you're lazy or you don't want to move your feet. Because I remember last time his timing was a little off, the footwork. You know, hit on the rise because you want to, you have to. Okay, never do it because I don't want to move and I'll just, you know, that's, always do the dirty work with your feet. You've improved a lot on this sport. How fast are you? Still got to work on your speed. That's all right. At least you're reacting. Some kids go, hey, I wasn't ready. So that's good. Wait, you think I'm going to do 2 in a row? Come on. Again. Unit turn. Great. Show me. Boom. Stretch. Yeah, see, I want you to focus on, see, I want you to focus much on, see, to me, instead of this, it's almost like, it almost looks like my left is pushing it back. And that's how you really get to feel what it's like to be one piece, or what we call a unit turn. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but trust me, preparation is like, it's like a premium now. It's even different 5 years ago. The preparation of the stroke, because the game is so much faster and quicker, and the balls have so much more spin. It's more important than anything. And having the stroke that I'm showing you is like become almost like mandatory, especially for a boy. Boom, tap, pull. Good try. Adjust your feet. That's why it was late. I love it. So you look loaded and locked. You've done a lot of road work. This is great. I love it. You're pulling, you're rolling. Great discipline. Great discipline. So much different. Good try. You might have to go up, you might have to go back. Nice. Again. Keep adjusting. See, sometimes, I know I mentioned it before, sometimes you might have to go back a little bit to come back in. The best players, because I'm going to talk about your feet, they'll go around the ball and come back in. They're always like probing, and then they go back to the ball. They never just like turn, step, hit, or unless if they don't have enough time, or they're playing on grass or something, then they might just stand there like pick it up. But they always work it right before they hit it. Create a rhythm, and obviously you get a much better timing of the ball. Unit turn, half. Just great technique. You're pulling at the right time. Yeah, you're pulling when the racket head's above. Good. Keep that left hand on. Stretch it left. Keep it on there. Awesome. Again.
Just.
Moment of truth. Not bad. Yeah. See, I see the number one thing is still your footwork, working your butt off, getting in position around the ball. It's not speed or quickness. Because when I hit that short ball, your first step was actually pretty good. You're pretty quick and fast. I mean, it wasn't bad, but the efficiency around the ball. I just think that you've taken some shortcuts in the past, and maybe you were a little lazy. And that kills all this stuff. Any laziness, you're dead. You just might as well not even play if you're going to do that. Couple more. Guys, you just improved so much. It's unbelievable. I remember the stroke when you started. Good. Now, another thing about the left. When you do this and let go, this left arm's going to counterbalance the right side of the body. So, because if you let go too soon, I see this all the time. When you let go too soon and you get excited or you feel a little nervous, you might open up too soon. Even if you get nervous and excited, if the arm's here, there's a better probability he'll stay into the shot longer. So, that's huge. That's why you see all these guys, because everything's so much faster, their movements. You see the left, you won't see any guy like this. Never. When they let go of the racket, the arm's across. The only time it would be there if they're running forward. So that's a whole different shot. So that left arm across is key. Not bad. Lock it. Good. And look, when you come out of the loop, from there you pull. It's not here and then you go back again. Even though your strings are down, even though the parameters of what I'm saying you're doing, you come out after the pulling of the racket forward, when the racket starts to go down and you start watch. I drive the leg and hip, and that's when I pull it. When this is above that, and you're doing that most of the time. That's great. That's so right. So right. Not bad. What do you think happened there? First off, the technique, you have no idea. You're going to improve a lot. You're going to have your forehand is going to be a world-class shot. You'll see how this plays out. But why do you think that went out? What now? Yeah, see, I still see the relationship. See how the basket, he should be dominating this. He should never be late once. Never. I mean, he's going to miss. But if I feed the ball at 12 miles an hour, there's no way he should be late. And it's because he works his feet, but not enough to really get in the position to hit the ball. Yeah, it was all your footwork. So if the ball goes out, and say someone says, you need more topspin, or whatever, you were late, or whatever they say, that might be true, but that's a symptom. The reason why the ball went out, or you couldn't get enough topspin, or it's behind you, or whatever, is because of his feet, the setup. And that's usually the problem as you get older. It's the people set up, because the balls are coming so much faster, they're not in the best position. And to me, now on the forehand, other than the things I've mentioned to you, this has to become a priority. You got to work harder to get in position, so when you come out of the rotation, the contact point's in front. 1 second.